You know what I love about the Garmin Golf watches is that they give you an overview of the hole you're about to play, the different obstacles in your way, the distances to those obstacles, but also the distance to the front of the green, middle of the green, the back of the green. But you know what I love about golf range finders is that they give you the most precise distance to a specific target. But what about if you could combine the best of both worlds? Well, that's exactly what Garmin have done and much more with the brand new Approach Z30. So first I want to talk to you about the features inside of the Garmin Approach Z30, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to connect it to your favorite Garmin Golf watch and take it to a whole new level. The Approach Z30 does exactly what you would expect from a great modern day rangefinder. It gives you the exact distance to any target within 400 yards. Today, I'm playing on a beautiful golf course in Normandy, France called the Golf Péja France du Vaudreuil. It's actually a Challenge Tour golf course. We're on hole number 18, it's a par 5 dogleg to the left. And I want to know the exact distance to that tree just beyond the bunker. Okay, so I've just got vibrational feedback letting me know that the Approach Z30 has locked onto the target. I have 296 yards to the tree in the distance. Now this hole's pretty flat, but you might find yourself on your golf course with some slight elevation changes, with the target being slightly above or below from where you're standing. Now this is where the Approach Z30 is really cool, because it will give you the plays-like distance by taking into account those elevation changes. Now you might be asking yourself, is the Approach Z30 tournament legal? And the answer is absolutely yes. One simple click activates tournament play. This light blue button is going to appear on your Approach Z30. Now that's going to take away elevation changes and plays like distance, but it will let your playing partners know that you're respecting the rules of tournament play. Now this is where Garmin are redefining the future of golf laser rangefinders. By connecting the Approach Z30 to your compatible Garmin Golf watch, you now have the whole Garmin ecosystem working together seamlessly to provide you with all the information you need in order for you to play your best golf. The perfect example is my second shot into this par 5. I'm going to use my Approach Z30 to find out exactly the distance I have left to the flag. Now this is where it gets really cool. The Approach Z30 has just communicated the exact distance to the flag to my Garmin Golf watch. Now let me tell you why that's important and how it's going to help you. So we now have 3 distances on my Garmin Golf watch. We have 210 yards to the pin, which is the distance that the Approach Z30 has just communicated to the watch. 197 is the distance to the front of the green, and 227 is the distance to the back of the green. Now this is where it gets really interesting. When I click on 210, I now have the plays-like distance. Remember, when you connect your Garmin devices to the Garmin Golf app, it's not only going to give you the elevation changes, but also the air pressure, temperature, wind and humidity, a combination known as air density. Now, taking all these different factors into consideration, I now have the plays-like distance, which is 207 yards to the pin, as opposed to 211 I had earlier. Now, you might be thinking, Lewis, 4 yards, that's not a lot. But that could be the difference between a birdie and a par. That's a huge difference at the end of the hole. Now, depending in what type of weather conditions you're playing in and the elevation change throughout your round, the plays-like distance will vary, and that could be a game changer next time you're playing out here on the course. Now, another great feature when I click on this orange button here on the S70 is I can click on View Green. Now, for those of you who have the premium version of the Garmin Golf app, you will have the green contours directly onto your watch. Now, this is fantastic because it lets me know what type of different slopes there are on this particular green. Now, on this green, what I want to try and do is land my ball on the front edge of the green to give myself the best option to have an uphill putt for eagle. So my actual distance that I'm going to aim for is 200 yards. Two added features that are going to make the Approach Z30 your go-to rangefinder. First, it's got a built-in magnet that allows you to easily place it on your golf buggy or your push cart. Second, the Garmin Golf app has a built-in Find My Gear feature, which allows you to never lose or never leave behind your Garmin Approach Z30, especially when it's on a buggy. Let's face it, it's all happened to us at least once. Never again, thanks to Garmin Golf.